I'm so happy to be back in Berlin. I made a movie here a few years ago.
Which one?
Charlie's Angels. Well, I think they're just so special. They have such great chemistry together that people have been waiting. We had to make sure we got the story in the right place and made the right kind of movie for everybody. I think that given that it's been such a long time between the last movie and this movie, there's a lot of story to tell, and a lot has happened in their relationship. So I think we have a lot to share. Well, it was very important to us that we have a balanced movie in terms of creating strong female characters. As you said, there are a number of them in the movie. I think that helps develop the male characters in the movie as well in relationship to the women. It also helped us flesh out some of the Mike Lowery history, which people will have to see in order to understand what I'm talking about. And to the first point, absolutely, we wanted to make sure, since so many people that are now of age to see this movie probably weren't born when the first movie came out and might have been very young.
That makes us pretty old, though.
Exactly, I feel very old. But that's what the movie's about a little bit, aging, making choices and having regrets and needing to make amends in one's life. So I think the movie has some dramatic weight to go with a lot of action, adventure, and comedy. Based on their work in Europe, they are incredibly stylish. As I think you've heard from them, they were huge fans of the franchise, so they understood the tone, they understood the balance between the comedy, the drama, and the action that we needed to achieve in the franchise to be consistent over time. And they're just a fresh voice with a different perspective. And I think when you are extending a franchise or doing another installment of a series of movies, it's sometimes nice to have a new lens through which to experience the characters that people know and love. I don't necessarily say you have to bring a European point of view or even an international perspective. I think that helps. The world is getting smaller and the international markets are growing, so it makes a lot of sense to make movies for the world. But I think what's important is even if you're going back to tried and true formulas or with characters that audiences already love, it's important to bring an element of freshness, something that's original. And I think having directors that are new to working in Hollywood is one way to do that. I think the ride on the airplane is my favorite scene. It's an opportunity for the two of them to be together and sort of reflect on what they've experienced in the movie. And there's a lot of comedy there. I really enjoy that scene quite a bit. You would think so. That scene has hardly changed from the first director's cut of the film. So it's sort of, I think in the writing and the performance, it had a very natural rhythm and a completeness to it. There were plenty of other scenes that the directors had a hard time cutting down, I can promise you that. But
so we can look forward to the director's cut at the end.
Well, I don't know. I think they're very happy with this cut, and it's a nice and tight 2 hours, so I hope people enjoy it this evening.